Everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this week's reading challenge, which I'm so excited for. I've done it before. Spotify choosing how long I read for every day this week. My plan is to do it Monday through Friday. Every time I do these videos, it never goes to plan, but we're gonna try. 10:45 right now. I had a really late start because I need to recover after this weekend. So what I'm reading right now is One Golden Summer, page 287. I have less than 100 pages left. Not loving it. I think it's because I've spent so long reading it that it's not getting my undivided love and care, but I want to finish it, even though I just don't care anymore, which is an unpopular opinion because everyone talks about this and how much they love it. But I'm not really loving it. I'm doing a reread on my Kindle of Saving 6. I'm working through my Boys of Tommen reread because I just needed it in my life. I'm on page 322, 67% of the way through, and this is kind of what I've been primarily focusing on because I just love these books and they keep me entertained. So I'm also reading The Wedding People on my Kindle, but I haven't picked it up in a while. I'm not sure if I'll pick it up again in this video. It's kind of like a soft DNF for now, but I definitely would like to finish at least one of these books today, and I think that's doable. Shuffle my playlist. This is a new playlist of mine I've been curating the past couple weeks because I finally got my Spotify Premium back because they were doing a deal, and I was like, okay, I can afford this, but once the deal's over, I'm gonna have to cancel it again unless I get some money. So there's 161 songs on it, so there's a good variety here. I kind of hope it's a shorter song today because I'm getting such a late start. And I need to film a wrap up. I haven't filmed a wrap up since March. So I need to do April, May, and June all in one video, and I've been putting it off. But that's besides the point. Let's shuffle this. Okay. The first song is White Keys by Dominic Fike, and that is only 2 hours and 24 minutes. So that's not too bad. So, I mean, it's 2-minute, 24-second song, which means we'll be reading for 2 hours and 24 minutes today, which is not too bad. There's definitely longer songs on here. This is one of the shorter ones. Workout right now, and then I'll probably talk to you guys after, but I am gonna be starting the timer when I do my walk after my lift. So literally just finished One Golden Summer, and there's 55 minutes left on the timer for today. This book, it's not my favorite. I definitely don't like it the way that everyone else seems to be enjoying it. It just, it took me so long to read, which I think did impact how I felt about it, because I'm someone I need to finish a book within 4 days at least. I mean, at most. This took me 2 weeks to finish. I feel I was bored for a lot of it. It's nothing was really happening. I am going to give it a 3 stars because I do love Charlie Florrick. I think he is a great MMC. He does amazing acts of service in this book, and that is my personal love language, and I just loved everything he did for her and how he showed his love for her. No, it's just, this is my 3rd Carly Fortune book now, and I haven't really been wowed by anything. I read Every Summer After, Meet Me at the Lake, and then One Golden Summer. Meet Me at the Lake I absolutely hated. That book is dead to me. Every Summer After was okay, but I think because I dislike the show so much, it kind of is impacting my opinions on the book because I'm just so angry at how the show panned out, and I just I didn't like it. I went in with just such high hopes because everyone says such amazing things about it, and I just didn't care. I didn't really care, but 3 stars for the vibes and Charlie Florrick. I have 55 minutes left. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. I think I'm going to take a little break from reading and then probably just go right back into Saving 6. Want to share too many thoughts on that because it's the middle of the Boys of Tommen series, but I This is my first reread of the series, and I love following Joey and Aoife again. Now this book is more so just like a setup book, not a lot's happening in the story. We're kind of getting Joey and Aoife meeting and how they became their friends to lovers vibe. So it's very much like nothing eventful is happening, but something about the series, like, it entertains me like no other. I love these characters more than I love any other characters in books, so reading literally anything about them like is fine for me, and I'm having such a good time. The next book I know it's gonna be a hard one, and this one's like kind of just easing into it, whereas Joey and Aoife's second book is a lot. But that tomorrow, and then we can start a new book. Probably gonna be reading like 2 books at a time throughout this whole video because I like to read a Kindle and a physical. The last time I'm talking today, it's almost time for everyone to come home from work, and that means no talking because I'm scared. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break, watch some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and then read Saving Six. Hi everybody, it is now Tuesday, and as you saw from the clips I had put in, I did finish the timer yesterday, so we're off to a great start. Finished One Golden Summer, and I did read like before bed too, so I did read like a little bit more than the timer, but I got to page 414 of Saving Six, so I'm 85% through. Definitely want to finish Saving Six today. I have not that much left at all, and I want to be able to start like a new book with you guys. But as for Saving Six, of course I'm enjoying it right now. Things are starting to pick up in Joey and Aoife's relationship, and I love seeing it blossom, and I love Aoife's character so much. I mean, I did on the first read, but now I just like have so much more respect for her. She's so there for Joey and his family, and she's also no bullshit. She does not take bullshit, and she's going to hold everyone around her accountable for their actions, and that's something that's really admirable. And I love that she's being there for Joey, but also like, you need to stop fucking up, basically. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. I think I'm going to finish it before my workout. After we pick a song right now, I'm going to do my journaling, yoga, and breakfast, and then maybe with my coffee we can finish the book, which is crazy, but I kind of want to. All right, so we are on the playlist I've been using. We are on the pick. Ooh, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. So this song is 2 minutes and 31 seconds, so today I'll be reading for 2 hours and 31 minutes, which is not much more than yesterday, so that's definitely doable. I did that and more yesterday, so that's amazing. I am excited to finish this and then start a new book with you guys. I did pick out a July TBR from my TBR jar, and I did that over on my TikTok. If you want to go follow that, I will put it on the screen. But I'm not really in the mood for any of them. So I think I'm just gonna let myself pick around my shelves. There are a few things on my radar to figure out like what I'm in the mood for. So I think definitely Sarah DeMoff's new release, The Burning Side, is on my radar, and then my boyfriend got me the Target's like blind date with a thriller, and it's something I haven't seen before, so I kind of want to start that too. Plus it would be fast paced. So I don't know. Right now we have our song picked, we have our time picked, and I'll update you guys probably after I finish this. It is now almost 1 o'clock. I finished Saving Six, and it's obviously 5-star. It's a reread, so I already knew that. Again, not much to say about it just because it's the middle of the series, and sorry, a bitch is out of breath. I had to run outside in the rain to take the trash out, and I'm dying. But to say about it because I don't want to spoil anything, but just know Boys of Tommen is one of the if not the best series like ever. Like, it's just so, everything about it is perfect, like actual perfection. So I have an hour and 9 minutes left for today's timer, and I think what I'm gonna do is start The Bridesmaid. I have never seen this before. It came in one of the blind Target thriller unboxing things, and yeah, I don't know. I know that it's a thriller, so I think that would be good to have like a fast-paced thriller to read. I also haven't read a thriller in so long, so it'd be nice to get back into it, especially since it's like rainy, dark, gloomy weather. It fits the vibes perfectly. Basically, this says, when a celebrity bridesmaid is murdered weeks before an exclusive society wedding, forensic attorney Holly Stone is drafted as an unlikely undercover replacement. Working to unpick the secrets of the notoriously private Kensington family, glamour-averse Holly discovers a new worst enemy in bridezilla, Adriana. And beneath the veneer of sophistication, she realizes the Kensingtons have secrets worth killing for. As the wedding day gets closer, it seems clear that one of the hand-picked bridesmaids has committed the murder, and the destination wedding is a perfect place to strike again. So a little murder mystery vibe, which could be fun. I don't know. I want to try it out, and hopefully it's good, because I'm not really super impressed by thrillers lately. So hence why I haven't really been reading them, but this is the next book. I'm going to take a little break for now. I will probably update you when I start this book and with any thoughts that I have. Overall, we're doing pretty good for this challenge already. We've already finished 2 books. I know that like I didn't have a ton left in them, but it makes me feel accomplished that I finally finished them, because I think if I wasn't doing this challenge, I'd still be in the middle of One Golden Summer for sure, because I had to like force my way through that last little chunk of the book. Saving 6 might have been done, because that's like kind of what I've been enjoying reading the most, but we're doing good so far. Okay, I just read the prologue, and I'm definitely hooked. I'm just like the last sentence of the prologue like actually got me, and I think that's a great quality in a thriller. Like, it needs to hook you, and I have high hopes even though I'm 4 pages in. As you can see, we finished the timer for today with great timing. It's only 2:45 p.m. It is so dark outside, like it is so gloomy, and I'm like loving it. But I made it 77 pages through The Bridesmaid, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. It is super fast paced. We're following 3 different point of views right now, and each chapter is so short. And like basically I'll give kind of the synopsis of the first like few pages / chapters. If this is considered a spoiler to you, maybe skip ahead a little bit, but basically we're following the Adriana, who comes from this like really wealthy famous family in New York, and she's having her wedding, and her dad basically curated this wedding for her as like a business move and a PR stunt, even though like she is in love with this man, she is getting married, but he has full control over the wedding, and he has full control over the bridesmaids. So the bridesmaids aren't necessarily Adriana's friends. It's kind of like who he thought would look good as bridesmaids for the publicity of the wedding. The wedding rehearsal or something, I already forget, is about to start, and then Adriana finds one of her bridesmaids dead in a very brutal, gruesome way. So then we start following, they're reaching out to Holly, who's another point of view that we get, who, she's not like an actual legit investigator, but she always has like one up to the New York Police Department in terms of solving crimes and murder scenes. She always finds things that they didn't find in their research. So Adriana's fiance looks to her and calls her and is like, can you help us solve and figure out who did this? And then we also find out that Adriana had a stalker in the past who was never caught. So there are a lot of layers to this. Adriana's kind of like, I kind of hate her because they're still going on with this wedding. They don't really give a fuck that the bridesmaid died, although they want to figure out who it is just to see if it's Adriana's stalker. But they're still going on with all the wedding festivities, and like they don't give a shit that someone was just like brutally murdered at like the hotel that they're having the wedding at. Her dad is very sketchy, which like makes sense from a rich, powerful man. My only complaints with this book is that the writing style isn't great. There's a lot of repetition in phrases and descriptors. Like, for some reason, it is keep being brought up and said how edgy and emo and like dark Holly is, and it's like, we get it, she's different. It keeps talking about like her blue hair, her skull's dress, her piercings, like things like that. And then it like there are multiple times where we're talking about Adriana's manicured nails, and it's like, we get it, we get the type of people these are, how they're very different, they come from different upbringings and everything, but we don't need to keep saying it. So that's my only pet peeve with it, is like the writing's not great, but the story's keeping me entertained. I want to see what happens. I did already predict one twist. It was very, very minor, but I did predict it, and I'm hoping that's not the case for the rest of the book. I like, it's weird, I feel proud of myself for being able to predict things, but also I'm like, I really want these books to get me. But yeah, I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. Super fast pace. This is probably the last thing I'll record for today since the timer is up, but it's definitely not the last of my reading today. It's literally pouring out. Can you hear that? It's actually music to my ears. Too bad I need to go do some things around the house as well as walk, because I'm nowhere near my 10,000 steps today. That's besides the point. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be reading throughout the day still, and I always read before bed. I'm probably going to start a Kindle book tonight too. I was kind of browsing around Kindle Unlimited. I can't really decide what I want to read because like I haven't read a ton of summer books, but the weather right now is just so not summer, so I'm like, I don't really want to. So that's all I have for you for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, good morning everyone. It is now Wednesday, and it is time to pick our song in our time for the day. The only reading update that I have for you is that instead of starting a new book on my Kindle last night, I just continued The Wedding People, which I had started like 2 weeks ago and only got like 85 pages in and never picked it up again. So I'm just continuing to read that, and I'll give you like my updates on that later. I just like, because it's a Kindle book, I haven't been able to read the description, so I don't know what's on the back of the book and what's not, so I don't want to like spoil things. So we'll talk more about that later. Let's shuffle. Oh. Okay. We have Roses by the Chainsmokers, and it is a 3-minute and 46-second song. So today we have to read for 3 hours and 46 minutes, which is the longest we've gotten so far. I'm so confident. I really would like to actually like do well in this challenge. Has literally all the things from Frank Ocean, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, 50 Cent, Harry Styles, Lorde, like all of the genres mixed in here. I'll probably start reading on the treadmill like I have been doing and update you after I finish out my morning routine. It is 8:30 right now. I've been up for a little bit. Alright, it's 11:41 right now. I read a little bit on the treadmill, so the timer is now at 3 hours and 19 minutes left. I'm ready for the day, and I know right now I'm gonna finally film my wrap up. Look at all these books I have to talk about. That's not even all of them because most of them I have on Kindle. Like, I have a lot to talk about, so it's gonna be a long video, and like, I haven't even had a chance to start editing this video because I'm trying to spend the bulk of my time reading, obviously, to complete the timer. So I'm gonna have to start editing this video at some point, as well as now edit this one. But at least I'm filming this one. I feel like that's kind of, they're both pretty time consuming, but I'm going to film that wrap up, and then after that, it's probably gonna be time for me to eat lunch, and my laundry will be done, so I'll fold that. And then after those two things are done, I can officially just like dedicate the rest of my day to reading. Like 30 minutes done on the treadmill. The Wedding People. I am on page 133 right now. This book, we're following Phoebe, and she plans this little getaway to Newport, which I like reading about because I'm from Massachusetts and I'm like right by Rhode Island. But she plans this getaway to Newport at this hotel she's always dreamed of staying at, and she walks in and realizes that this hotel was rented out to a whole wedding party, and like she wasn't supposed to be allowed to get a room there. And she starts observing the wedding people and all of the guests and the people who are in the wedding. She starts creating relationships with them, and we're kind of just following her point of view, like seeing all of these like very rich and privileged people and like the different personalities that they have and how like almost out of touch they are. And it's honestly, it explores some really dark themes, so check your trigger warnings, but it explores things that are important to be talked about, and the way that the author goes about it is in a way of humor while still also making sure to note how serious these things are. But so far it's pretty like funny, the conversations that are being had, and it's a very summary book, but there's not much to say about it right now because I'm not super far into it. I'm only 35% in, but I am enjoying it. It's a little bit slow, but I'm liking the messaging and the themes, and I'm liking the relationships that Phoebe is building with these characters. I'm going to talk to you guys again once I am ready to sit down and dedicate like time to reading. Later now, it's 1:45, and I filmed my wrap up, and it was so long, 40 minutes of yapping, and then I read for a little bit. The timer is at 2 hours and 57 minutes, and I read a little bit of The Bridesmaid, but like not enough to talk about. Things keep getting like juicier though, like more is getting revealed, more twists, like very slight twists, but like I'm kind of at the stage where I'm getting to know all these people involved and making my own assumptions of like who could possibly be guilty and such, which is fun. My problem today is I just like literally don't feel like reading today, and it's so annoying because I have so long to go. I have 3 hours more to read, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go on the treadmill right now because I just ate lunch, so I want to go on a little walk on the treadmill, and I'll read The Wedding People while I do that, and then come up here, maybe make a coffee and switch back to The Bridesmaid. I don't know, I'm enjoying both the books I'm reading. I just am not in the mood to read, and it's really hindering my ability to do this challenge. I won't finish the full timer today. I'm gonna tack on the remaining time to tomorrow's timer. So like basically if I don't finish it today, I'm sabotaging my future self. I love that I use the word sabotaging as if reading isn't a hobby that I enjoy. It's just like reading for so long is difficult, you know? But that's my plan right now. Hopefully when I update you, 1, I'll have more to say, and 2, like a good chunk of the timer will be done because we've done less than an hour of it today. So I do have a few updates. The timer is at 2 hours and 7 minutes, so it hasn't been that long, but I read a little bit of The Wedding People. on my walk, and one crazy thing was revealed, and I was like, that's messy. And then there was this really cute moment between Phoebe and the bride and groom's daughter, and it was just like really highlighting like childhood grief and how little things can impact them so much, and it's important to like not feed children's delusions, but aid them in dealing with these hard things in their own personal way that may not be for you. And I think Phoebe did such a great job of doing that in a family, and in a family of people who seem very surface level with their connections, and they aren't super emotional. Phoebe kind of stands out in the sense that she's not like this rich, stuck-up girl. Like, she's very different. So I really liked that. Bridesmaid. I'm 130 pages in. Things are picking up for sure. I'm actually really enjoying this. It's funny because like I hate most of the characters. The only character I really like is Holly, who is the like, I'm gonna call her the investigator throughout, even though she doesn't have the qualifications for it, but she's kind of doing it and kind of taken on this case because she's good at it despite not having those credentials. But she's the only one I really like. Everyone else, it's another case of just a bunch of rich, stuck-up like assholes, and I'm loving the murder mystery and uncovering like clue after clue, and we're like really picking up, and things are getting intense and the stakes are high. O'clock, and soon everyone's going to be home, which means I don't want to talk on here, so this could be my last verbal update for the day, but I'm gonna keep reading throughout the day and hopefully finish the timer, and if I don't, then we'll tack it on to tomorrow. But I want to give one last verbal update, and then tomorrow I can dive a little deeper and give you any more thoughts that I may have as I read throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. That I was done with my updates. I just wanted to let you know that I am loving this book. I am eating it up. Like, it's actually so good. I'm like, I would say about halfway now, and like things are just getting so intense and juicy, and like secrets are being revealed and clues are being uncovered, and like I just want to know what happens. Like, I just want to keep reading and figure out like who done it. And there's like different cases of things being talked about amongst these women, and they're all connected, and it's just like, this is a great book. I am very impressed by Target's Blind Thriller unboxing. I probably would have never found or read this book otherwise because I've never seen it on TikTok or anything before, but I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm pretty confident that I'll finish the timer tonight. So Thursday, day 4 of this challenge, and I did not finish the timer yesterday, but I almost did. I only have 27 minutes left on it. I literally was about to finish it, but then me and my boyfriend decided we wanted to watch Twilight, and priorities. Add those 27 minutes on to today's timer. On page 226 of The Bridesmaid, and I'm still really loving it. I'm having like so much fun with it, and I can't wait to see like all of the reveals and solve this mystery. So I think I'm definitely going to finish this today, and then maybe even start a new book. I didn't read any more of The Wedding People from the last time I updated you on that. I didn't end up reading before bed because I was tired after the movie. So pick our song for today. I'm so nervous. Okay. 8 hour and 41 minute song. I know myself, and I know that's just not getting done. This is cheating. I know, I'm a fucking cheater, but like I woke up way too late for this to get done. I'm so sorry. Okay, Suburban Legends by Taylor Swift, 2 hours and 51 minutes. 3 hours and 19 minutes, I think, if we add on the 27. think that's the math. If it's not, then it'll be fixed once I can use my phone, so. 3 o'clock and I just finished The Bridesmaid, and the timer has an hour and 14 minutes left, and I rated this 4 stars. This was actually really good. This was a great thriller. All of the twists got me, which is like very rare since I read a lot, so I kind of predict a lot of things, but this was unpredictable. The setting was fun. The wedding setting with like this like rich island, and all the characters were fun to follow because they're all so messy, and it's always like I was suspecting everyone. Like everyone was a suspect to me, and like with each chapter I'd be leaning more and more towards someone else on who done it, and then once we get to it, it wasn't even something I had anticipated. So this is a really surprising good read. Now I think I'm gonna walk on the treadmill for a bit because I've just been sitting here for so long, and I'll probably read The Wedding People while I'm on there. I haven't read The Wedding People at all today. This may be my last like verbal update for the day. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to finish the timer today, but there's no guarantees. I feel like when everyone comes home, I end up just like not reading because I'm doing things with them. So I haven't read The Wedding People. I don't really have many updates. It's honestly just like super slow, so there's never really too much to update on in general, but I'm gonna read and hopefully like get a good amount done because I'm 40% through right now. The next chapter is 32 minutes. I hate when chapters are long, but it's fine. It'll be a perfect amount of time for me to walk on the treadmill. Guess who didn't finish the timer yesterday? Me. Of course, because I have an hour left on it. It's Friday, last day of this challenge, and I also woke up later than usual. I'm gonna do because yeah, I should be tacking on the hour like I said I would, but I also have to do things today such as clean the house because that's what I do on Fridays, clean the house. So let's pick. Okay, we got Green Light by Tate McRae. 2 hours and 45 minutes song. Not bad at all. We'll set that as the timer, and we'll see when I complete it. And if I still have a lot of time left in my day, then I'll tack on. I'm gonna tack on 45 minutes because I did read for like 15 to 20 minutes before bed last night. I just didn't run the timer, so I did read. So we're gonna tack on, actually, you know what? Let's just tack on 45 minutes. So hours and 30 minutes, I think. So today we're gonna be reading for 3 hours and 30 minutes and hope that it gets done. I'm gonna really try and like very quickly get all my stuff done today. All I have to do is work out and clean the house, and this should be good. I think part of the reason why I struggle with this so much because I'm not doing audiobooks. There's not an audiobook that like has interested me, so I didn't want to start one. I feel like when people do this challenge, or any reading challenge for that matter, there is a portion of it that's audiobooks, well, so that they can do tasks like I'm doing, but I don't really do audiobooks. So in a way, what I'm doing is more difficult, and that's why I'm failing a little bit, but I am getting a lot of reading done. I've finished 3 books now. Now, for what I want to read, I think I'll continue with The Wedding People. I'm kind of at a standstill with it. Like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm also kind of bored. But I don't know. And then I'm gonna start The Burning Side. So bad. So there's a chance I might start this today. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Nope. 3 hours and 30 minutes. I am coming to report some bad news, and that is that I am actually not going to continue this challenge. Today was supposed to be the last day, but I think I'm just going to have it be yesterday because 1, it is already almost 1 o'clock, and I'm not done like getting all my shit done. So I don't know if I can dedicate 3.5 hours to reading when I have other things that take importance. And then
I also want this video edited and uploaded like ASAP. I haven't posted in almost a month, so I think my executive decision is to just end the challenge here. To recap, I don't think I did too bad. The first 2 days I fully completed the timer, and then Wednesday and Thursday I did the worst. I had an hour left of the timer, but Wednesday I only had 27 minutes left of the timer, so I actually did good. And I'm keeping track of the pages and the page number that I read. So on Monday I read a total of 179 pages, Tuesday 173, Wednesday I read 181 pages, Thursday 173 pages, and then today I haven't read yet, so I don't know. So I would say that we did pretty well. We finished One Golden Summer, we finished Saving Six, and then we read all of The Bridesmaid and got like almost 200 pages into The Wedding People. So I'm gonna take this as a win. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more, let me know if there's any other challenges out there that I should try, or just other content you might want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.